Gramma here, going live for the first time in quite a while. Haven't put out a video in a while either, and I'm going to talk about that. I have a house full of crafts I've been working on, and my grandson Jeffrey just went to sleep. If you saw my earlier post, I've been trying to get him to take his nap, and he's been protesting, throwing his pillows out of the crib, throwing the binkies on the floor, and then yelling for Grandma to come and pick him up and give him back to him. So that went on for about an hour, and then he settled down. He never really cried. He just yelled a little bit to get my attention, and finally he went to sleep. So hopefully he'll be sleeping for a while now. I see 5 of you have come into the room. Welcome, welcome. Even my daughter is into the room. Hello, love. Condolences to her husband's family who lost his dad this week. We're all very sorry to hear that. I'm going to show you the crafts I've been doing and tell you a little bit about why I haven't been on. A little bit about it, anyway. So, okay, so this is what's going on. I had someone contact me and ask me if I would make a special order pair of mittens for her because she had unusually large hands and had a hard time finding gloves and mittens to fit her. And so I got all my mitten stuff out to get my mitten mojo going, and I allowed her to pick out which fabric she would like to use. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing there. Hi, Tinker's wife, Darlene, Rebecca. So glad to have you show up here. So, anyway, the fabric she picked out, I already cut some of it up, but it was from an LL Bean wool sweater, a merino wool sweater, and it's in this pattern. Very pretty. And that pattern also had a trim, this kind of a trim on it, so I could work with that around the cuffs and such. And it had this trim with buttons on it. So I'm going to be able to play with that and make up a really cute pair of mittens. If you've seen my mittens, you know that they have 4 pieces. They have the backs, they have the cuff, and then they have a split palm. So the top and the bottom of the palm can have mix and match patterns or solid colors, and it's fun to design them that way. So that's what I was doing, and I talked to her about it, and I'll show you the 2 fabrics she picked out to go with that patterned fabric. Let me grab it. Okay, so she's got some very nice sweater fabric here. This is a sweater. It's soft, soft, soft. And it's from Joseph and Lyman Cashmere. This is a cashmere black sweater. So again, here's the pattern and the print. And we're going to have black with it, and she wanted a red with it. So we have a Dockers sweater, and this is in lamb's wool and plain red. So we're going to have the green, the black, and the red to make up her mittens. I think they're going to be really nice. So I'm starting those today. I got the backs cut out, and I'm filming it so you can see how I put the mittens together. Yeah, I think so too. I think they're going to be pretty cute. Yeah, thank you, Jen. Yeah, I think they're going to be really nice. Now the good news is I got enough to make several pair of mittens. So if any of you are interested in a pair, I do sell them for $36 a pair. And they are fully lined with a second pair of mittens made out of fleece. They are the warmest mittens you're ever going to find. And anybody who's bought my mittens will tell you so. So, yeah, if you're interested in a pair similar, I'll be making up some more as well. So, I also have some other fabrics here I'm going to be working with. Again, in a green, I found this sweater that is green, and can you see the orange flecks in it? There's actually tiny little teal flecks, and then there's quite a bit of this orange fleck. And I found this one that will go very nicely with it. So I'll be able to mix and match those colors maybe with another solid green or black or gray or something. I'll play with it and come up with some other mittens as well. I'm hoping to be putting out some mittens real soon on my Susie Bandana Facebook page. That's 3 words: Susie, Susie, Band, BAN, and Dana, DANA. Susie Bandana Facebook page, and that's where I'll list them first. And then if they don't sell there, I'll just put them on my Etsy shop, but then they'll cost a few dollars more because of the Etsy fees and such. So let me take you out. I think my scarf is coming apart here, my bandana. All right, I'm going to take you out and show you what else I've been working on in the dining room. Now, as far as ponchos go, these are my personal ponchos. These are the ones I wear. This green and gold and salmon colored one and the denim one. They both have hoods. This one has a hood and this one has a navy hood that goes with it back here. So those are the 2 I wear. Those are mine. And then over here, I finished this one, which is beautiful. I love this poncho. And there are 4 people who said they are interested in buying it, but so far nobody's come through to do it. So I'm going to contact them one more time, and then it's going to be up for grabs. And I'll put the prices on my Susie Bandana page too. It's around $180, $190 because there's 8 skeins of good yarn in there and about 22 hours work. So, and that also has a nice hood. That. And as far as ponchos go, I've made 10 or 12 other ones that I've sold or given away as gifts to family. And I have 8 more here that are being made. I have all 4 panels made of this. It's a variegated gray. Then I have this purple one. All 4 panels are made of that. And then I have several that are very similar. One of these is sold. I'm going to give her choice of which one she wants. With the green and the rust or terracotta color and a little bit of gold in there. And then I have 4 of these made to put into a poncho. It's a tweedy look brown with little flecks of kind of a light tan color in there. I have 2 of these done. One of these is sewed together. The other one is just the panels. And that's going to be, one of those is for a gift and one of them is going to be sold and finished. And then this one is similar to the 2 on the end there with the mustard and the green and the terracotta color here. 4 of those panels. So I've been very busy. And I'll be starting to put all these together one at a time. And then I'll have hoods on them and fringe on them, and they'll all be put together. And I'll have 8 more ponchos ready for sale. And I also have this apron that I made, really cute, with the old-fashioned kitchen appliances on it. It's got a ruffled bottom and red ties around the neck and around the waist. So yeah, I have that apron I made. So that's what I've been doing, pretty busy. Now let me see if I can sit without letting the sun make the colors bad on here. Okay. That should work. All right, so now some of you might have seen my video where I was walking. I really wanted to try and get walking again. I put on weight. It's not good for me. And, you know, back when I made my Faith Journey series, I had taken off some weight and I was feeling really good. And, you know, I put it back on again. So I'm not happy about that. And I started walking. Well, the first day was fine. And the second day I did a mile. First day I did 2/3 of a mile, a third out and a third back. And the second day I did a half mile out and a half mile back. And, I was huffing and puffing because I was out of breath, because I was out of shape. I needed to build up my stamina, but I was okay. And the third day I went out, I was live each time I did that for portions of the walk, so some of you saw it. And then the third day I was out, everything was going fine. I was saying what a beautiful day it was for a walk, and I was showing parts of my neighborhood. And then suddenly I started not feeling so good. Now, I have this condition. I have an irregular heartbeat that kicks in every once in a while. I have both SVT, supraventricular tachycardia, and I have atrial fibrillation, AFib. And sometimes it kicks in. And it doesn't happen often, but when it does, I get pretty sick. And the last time it happened majorly, I was in Michigan on a trip, and Tommy Alderman and Coco Noel, Colleen, uh, both were there and kind of witnessed what was happening. And, I just had to rest until it passed, but, it gets pretty concerning. How it's explained to me is that you have two nodes, electrical nodes that make your heart regulate, and then when it'll beat, it'll come up here and hit the other node and go up, kind of like a, what do you call those games with the paddles, and you ping pong the paddles back and forth to make pinball machine, kind of like that, up to here and down to here and up to here and down to here, and your heartbeat would be regular like that. Well, when you have the problem I have, you get short circuited, and the beat starts going ding 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 this way, and just bouncing back and forth and not really making the complete. So my heart isn't really beating right, and it's kind of just quivering, and my blood pressure falls through the floor. So I immediately start feeling very faint and dizzy. And I get a real extreme pressure in my chest, like my heart is so full of blood, it's going to burst. That's what it feels like. And I'm panting because I can't breathe, because I'm not getting oxygen through my body because my heart's not beating right. So here I was, a third of the mile from home. I had my phone with me, but I couldn't call Mick because I knew he was here with Jeffrey, and he didn't have a car seat to put Jeffrey in the car. So I knew he couldn't come get me. I didn't know what else to do. I considered just calling an ambulance. But this has happened before, and it usually passes. But of course, I'm able to sit right down, drink water, put my feet up, breathe deeply, and with time, sometimes it takes a long time, but usually within 20 minutes it passes and I'm okay. Well, here I was, a third of a mile from home, and I didn't know what to do. So I'm panting because I can't get oxygen through my body, the way my heart's just quivering. And I'm shuffling a very slow, like barely a foot apart step, very slowly, trying to edge my way toward home. And the path I'm on is hilly. It wasn't a good thing. I made it home it took me 45 minutes just to get home. And my heart's still in that condition. It's still doing that irregular heartbeat. So Mick saw me trying to come up the driveway, and he knew immediately something was wrong because I was barely moving. And he ran out of the house and helped me up the driveway, let me lean on him, and got me in a chair and got me water. And it took a while. So it took about 20 more minutes, and then my heart flipped back into a normal sinus rhythm, and I was okay. Now, when we did call an ambulance twice before, I've been to the hospital with this, and they treat me there sometimes. In the ambulance, they give me adenosine, which stops your heart, so it starts up again and puts it in rhythm. That's fun. Yeah, I had that done maybe 4 months ago, maybe 5 months ago. It was a while. And the ambulance came, they put me in, and they shot me up with adenosine, and it stopped my heart momentarily. And I didn't pass out, but I felt right on the edge like I was going to. I remember my hands just fell to my side because I had no strength at all, because everything just kind of left me. And then when my heart came on again, it was in sinus rhythm, and I felt kind of normal. So once it kicks back, I feel perfectly normal. But that's what happened. And all this, I don't know, what's been a week and a half, I haven't gone out and walked again. I'm not going to do it alone anymore because when this first started, my doctors told me that it started quite a while ago when I was younger. And he said, as you age, it's going to get worse. It's just a condition you have. Exercise isn't going to help it. It's not like you got to build your stamina or lose weight. I mean, of course, I should lose weight just for my overall health. But as far as the electrical impulse problem I have, it's not going to help it. And I take a medicine for it every night to slow my heartbeat down. But that's what happened. And I have felt on edge all this time. Like if I get out and walk again, it might just kick right back in again. It was just this feeling I've had that it's not unsettled yet. Still a bit unsettled. So I haven't pushed it, and I'm not going to go out and walk alone again. Mick's going to go with me when we can. But when we have Jeffrey, it isn't always easy to get out and walk. And he's got a stroller, but he's at 2 now, and he's active, and he wants to run around. And so we want to be careful about that. And when his parents pick him up, it's at the end of the day. I'm pretty pooped, and it's getting dark now because it's winter. So, yeah, all that's happening. Okay, so Tinker's wife, she's had an echocardiogram because her heart's been acting weird. Yeah, I've been on the treadmill. Had the echocardiograms. One time when this happened and I got put in the hospital, they put me in a room by myself to calm down, and they were going to put me on the paddles. They were actually going to shock me to put my heart back in normal rhythm again. And I think the thought of that scared me so much it kicked back itself. So thankfully, before they came back to do that, it had gone back into normal sinus rhythm again. But yeah, it was very scary. Okay, you like the aprons. Thank you. Thank you about the ponchos. Hi, Ellie. Melissa. Melissa, Merry Christmas. Well, you sweetheart, look at that. My friend Melissa. What a sweetheart from Canada. You know I love their channel, Curiosity Incorporated, and she gave me a super chat. 69.99 super chat. Merry Christmas. You are the sweetest lady. Wow. I think that's the 4th time since I've had my channel I've gotten a super chat. Thank you so much, Melissa. You're so sweet. And now that, I see her on here, I have to tell you, one of her husband's best series of his channel, Curiosity Incorporated, is the series of the Potter's House, where he found this hoarded house and he bought the whole thing with the whole hoard inside, and he went through and cleaned it out and sold everything and donated everything and then fixed the house up, and it's beautiful. Well, now he's bought the hoard in another house. He didn't buy the house, but he bought everything in it. And this house was owned by some musicians and a ballerina, I think. And uh, she had exquisite taste, and she has tons and tons of vintage 60s, 70s clothes in there. And it's very interesting watching them go through this house, and they're finding lots of jewelry. And Melissa, I think her family owned a jewelry store. She worked in a jewelry store or something, so she knows a lot about jewelry, and she's been delving. It's a fun watch. So Curiosity Incorporated, they don't need my plug. They got like 250, 300,000 subscribers already because they have great content. So look up Curiosity Incorporated. And Melissa has her own channel, Melissa Archbold, and she has a lot of cute things on there about cooking and with her family. Thank you, Melissa. She did that's not payment for me to plug her channel. I always plug her channel. So I love her and her husband Alexander and their family, and I love their channels. So yes, go watch it. Alrighty. I love my mittens. Oh, Susie Bosch. They are very warm and wonderful. Yes, I have to tell you, I make good mittens. I really do. And with the prints, I'm very careful to cut them out so everything's symmetrical on each hand, and I line things up, and I put hidden seams inside, and they are super warm. I'm going to brag a little on me because I do such a good job. Oh, Melissa, you're so darling. Okay, now let me go further down. Yeah, it was scary. It was scary. And I'm hoping it's not going to happen again for a while. I think getting dehydrated sometimes can trigger it. I know being anemic triggered it. When I used to get it, it was at a time in my life when I could become anemic, if you know what I mean, when I was younger, and that doesn't happen anymore. So, yeah, time for a treadmill. Yeah, I have a treadmill downstairs in my daughter's apartment. I could use that, but it's so nice going out and seeing, scenery and such. Thank you, Patty. Feel better. Maybe a treadmill. Yep, maybe so. Hello, Christy Betts. I wonder if we can get a package deal on exercise bikes for our homes. We can Zoom while doing it. Okay. Yeah, Jen and I, we both want to get ourselves to lose weight and get back in shape again. Let's see. I hope you'll be okay. I will pray for you. Thank you, Darlene. Sending you much love and hugs from us. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. Like having our own virtual gym. Get the wholesale discount. Yeah, and Jen watches the series too. She loves that series. Yep. She was a piano teacher. This has been a treasure hunt. Thank you, Melissa. So she was a piano teacher. She was a lovely lady. He showed a picture of her. Thank you for sharing your health issue. We'll include you in my prayers. God bless. Yeah, it's been going on a while. I haven't told people. And then when I was on my walk this last time, some of you caught the part where I'm going, I don't feel so well, and this isn't good. And then I shut the camera off because I knew exactly what was happening, and I didn't want to film all that. Tinker's wife, exactly, with siblings alone. Yeah, Jen has 6 siblings, so we had 7 children. That would be fascinating. My 95-year-old neighbor had amazing vintage clothing. Too bad she wasn't my size, is all I can say. Yeah, it's quite the hoard that was in there, and even well, I'm not going to give things away. So about what's going on with the clothes, and I will say there are auctions coming up in different places. I will say that. So it's going to be fun. I gotta go. Oh, Melissa. Okay, hon. Thank you very much. Love you. Bye bye. Jesus, our great physician. I called upon him when doctors didn't care. God takes care of my heart full time now. Very good. Well, he took care of my heart in one aspect before. I hope he can do it in the physical aspect now. Hope the test went okay. Yes. Oh my goodness. Who is that? Another super chat. Orangey. Thank you. Wow. 2 super chats in a row in one of my videos or live streams. That is amazing. Thank you. I totally didn't expect that. Thank you so much, Warren. I have to get my heart issue corrected before I can do much of anything. I do miss working hard. Well, that's the same with me. If you watch my earlier videos, of course, I'm 70 now. It's things aren't going to be as easy as they used to be. But I know if I could get this weight off that I've put on, and get my stamina back up, I could be back out there doing the gardening I used to do and things like that. Because I have slowed down and I don't like it. I know it's inevitable that I'm going to. But do you make aprons to sell, or was the one you should? Yes, I do make them to sell. Uh, it is physical for sure. I will find out the results when I meet with my regular doctor. Okay, good. Merry Christmas, Orangey. Thank you so much. Wow, that that's so surprising. That's yeah. Thank you. 2 super chats. Very generous super chats. Thank you so much for that. Okay, is there anything else I wanted to tell you? I should have made a list. So, let me see. I showed you what I was making. Oh, I also have these things here on the table that I've made. Let me turn the camera around. I've been making hats. Now this is a smaller kind of a bucket hat with a flower in a brim. And here's an aqua hat with a flower, and a denim-y looking hat with a flower. 2 of those. One flower on the right, one flower on the left. Different ones. You have this one. These are bigger. So if you have big full hair, or you just like the look of a big hat on your head, that would be these. It'd be, this one is not quite as big. These are big. Then I have this purple and blue and purple variegated there. And this orange one with blue. And I have more mittens. These are all $36 shipped. Poinsettia with, it's got purple on it. Another hat down here. And that one has a little heart sewn on with some print that was on another mitten. And these are fingerless gloves with, I have to put my camera down. Wait a minute, I'll try it on for you so you can see what they are. Okay, these are fingerless gloves with dragon scales in gray, white, and pink. So all the gloves are $36 shipped. To Canada, it would be a little more. But I'll tell you what, if anybody's interested today and they comment in this live stream, they will be $32 shipped for the gloves. And I'll post on my Susie Bandana Facebook page the prices of the hats and the ponchos. And the apron. So I hope you're all of you who celebrate Christmas are having a wonderful pre-Christmas time season. It's kind of sad that our whole family isn't going to be here this year. We'll have some here, but a very small gathering, not a lot. And there's our tree. We got some personalized, and I have bubble lights too. Of course, it's daylight. Look what's on here this year. Last year, my husband finally got, let's see, where is it? His Purple Heart from Vietnam. And he put it on the tree. It's got his engraving on the back and everything. But there's his Purple Heart from Vietnam. He finally got it after 50 some odd years. But you can see here's my bubble lights. They're not bubbling because I don't have them turned on, but I love my bubble lights. So we're having a little bit of time with Jeffrey and the tree. He's got one home too. You'll notice that all non-breakables are at the bottom. And all the breakables are higher above his head. Here's a pretty one that came from the White House. They sell a ornament every year. I don't know if you could tell, but it's kind of 3D. It's pretty. And this is another one of the White House ornaments. It's really pretty. I got another year. And I got a crocheted angel. And one's from my mother's house. Let's see if I can find a few. These old flocked ones. These were from when I was growing up. In fact, this one was too. In fact, there's one here. Oh, this one. I have a picture of me as a little girl in front of the tree, and I think this one is right behind my head in the picture. Sock monkeys. This one's falling off. We got a violin. I got to hang that one back on. Oops. So, yep. Love a Christmas tree. Oh, here's another personalized one with the grandkids' names on it. Let's see, over here. Grandkids' names on there. Okay. Enough of the Christmas tree. So, I think that's all. I'm hoping this week I'll be up to doing a cooking video for you. Get out something I'm gonna make for dinner and cook it up, or maybe make some Christmas goodies to put away for Christmas. So thank you all for being here, and let me check and make sure there's no more comments I need to answer. Yep. Jen's got her problems with her degenerative disc disease. Okay, yep. Oh, wonderful story, Jesus is Lord. Where did you get the candle ornament with the clothespin? Okay, Darlene, if you mean, where is it? I've got several of them. This one. Oop, turn it around, Susan. There. If you mean this one, that came from the Naval Exchange. Being a veteran, my husband can shop at the Naval Exchange, and they normally were very, very expensive. There's two of them in a set, and it was the completer set. It wasn't even the main set. There were two of them in a set, and they sold for $25. But because it was after Christmas last year, I got like, I think it was 90% off or something like that. So I got four of them, two sets of two. And they actually, I just got them clipped on here, but they actually have wires that put them together so they'll light up and move. So if I get the other part to it to plug it in, I might do that again. And then, of course, we have our nativity with our star. And we got the outside lit up too. I think I put a picture up of the house on the outside too. So there, I'm glad I caught your question. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you all for coming by. So that's the only place I'm going to share what happened to me on my walk that day and why I haven't been on. I'm just going to let you know because I've had so many people ask me. Thank you, Lauren. I do work hard on this channel. I've had to watch my priorities now. I have family and a husband who needs attention, and it takes a long time to do a good edit on my videos. If you see my intros and the different editing I do and the music and all that on my longer ones, it takes a long 20 hours to edit one video. So I have to be careful to keep my priorities in order and not neglect my duties as a wife and mother. So, I can't just always be all about YouTube. So, yeah, that's what's happening there. So, when I can, I'll be back on and making more good videos, but it all has to be in God's timing and me trying to honor, what I should be doing here too. Thank you for coming by. If you're watching this on the replay, you're going to see videos popping up here, 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 and here. And please watch those and see what else I've been up to. See you all next time. Bye-bye. And it won't turn off. I think you're stuck with me for a while.